Where are we going?
Come on, Coliseum.
We're going to Coliseum. We're up early Sunday morning. Early Sunday morning. It's quiet right now, but it'll get livened up here as it gets later in the day.
Welcome to Hubbard's Journey. Today we are visiting Rome, and this is our experience on visiting the Colosseum. There are many ways to visit the Colosseum, whether it be on your own, an audio tour, a more in-depth historical guided tour, and even tours that give you access to different parts of the Colosseum, like the underground or a night tour. Whichever you decide, the Colosseum is a historical site in Rome not to be missed. Today on Hubbard's Journey, we are going to share with you how we visited the Colosseum. Knowing we are going to spend a few days in Rome, we purchased a GoCity pass. GoCity is a great way to save on multi-experiences within one city, whether it be an all-inclusive day pass or a multi-attraction choice pass that gives you a little bit more freedom to go at your own pace. They also offer passes in several other cities. In fact, we learned about these passes from our time in Barcelona, Spain, when we did an all-inclusive 3-day option. Based on what GoCity had available for Rome and what we wanted to see, we opted for the 3-choice Explorer Pass. The GoCity Pass uses many different tour companies, and depending on your experience, you may need to reserve your visit in advance, or simply show up and show your GoCity QR code on your mobile device or printed hard copy. So I would do some research ahead of time of your trip and figure out if this option works for you or if you're better off reserving tours with the companies directly. To see this attraction with GoCity Pass, we needed to reserve a date ahead of time. The attraction included a visit to the Colosseum, Roman Forum, and Palatine Hill. It also came with an audio tour that was a headset in the language of your choice.
Now I figured out why they got the streets blocked off. All right. Nice.
So I believe this is all part of the Roman Forum. So we need to find out more information about this. We're going to watch a video. We're headed to the Colosseum. All along the walk to the Colosseum, it was so interesting to see some of the Roman Forum, some artifacts, and then actually get to walk up this street. It was so interesting to see the Colosseum straight ahead of us. Once we reached the entrance to the Colosseum, we did have to wait a few minutes before entering, so we took the opportunity to take more pictures of the surrounding area. After going through the security gate, we went in and grabbed our audio headsets and started off exploring the Colosseum. Each of the areas were designated by a number which corresponded on the headset, so you knew what you were looking at. The Colosseum is the largest and most significant ancient amphitheater ever built, and to this day still remains mostly intact despite being built so long ago. There is so much history of its uses and modifications, I don't know if I'm even able to give enough detail on what you will see. The video and the photos do not do this magnificent structure any justice. It is definitely something to see in person. The Colosseum was built sometime between 69 and 79 AD. The massive structure measured approximately 620 by 513 feet and towered 4 stories high and included 80 entrances. The Colosseum is built of limestone, volcanic rock, bricks, and concrete. It was used for gladiator contests and public engagements. And after the medieval era, it was later used for housing, workshops, religious quarters, and a Christian shrine.
It's impressive.
The arena floor was atop of an elaborate underground structure. It was constructed of wood and covered with sand. The underground is a two-level area of tunnels and cages where the gladiators and animals were kept before the contests began. There were also numerous tunnels that led outside of the amphitheater, and this is how the animals and performers entered the underground area. Vertical shafts, pulleys, and elevators were constructed to raise the animals to the arena floor for release. The tour that we did didn't include the lower level, but I think if we happened to be back in Rome again, we would do the guided tour of this area. And even more spectacular to me would be to do a night tour. The Colosseum could hold an estimated 50 to 80,000 spectators who were seated upon their social status. The most elite were closest to the arena, and the lower class citizens sat higher up. The last sight we took in before exiting the Colosseum was the view of the Arch of Constantine. This arch was built and dedicated to Constantine the Great to commemorate his victories. We had a great time visiting the Colosseum, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming along.